Philly sideline. Running back Saquon Barkley. He had quite the stat line last week. A 100-yard performance with a couple of touchdowns as well. On the Commanders' side, wide receiver Terry McLaurin. No doubt ready to put together a few highlights here under the Sunday night primetime lights. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And Sunday night primetime, he's off and running. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. Bringing him out now in his third season, one of the game's young stars at the position. Here is Jaden Daniels.
Got to take that deep breath as a quarterback here, and you really do, Kate. Have to fight the urge to think you got to do this all by yourself, to try to beat this elite defense with just your arm and your brain. It's going to take everybody. That is in my...
Up to the races, middle of the field. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And it's going to bounce out of the end zone, so bring it back out to the 20 on that touchback. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Facing a top defense, you really want your quarterback to be less a conductor of a train, driving the pace as fast as possible, and more the conductor of an orchestra, guiding and leading all the pieces of this offense in a calm, cool, and collected manner.
Hurts comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Rolling on second, Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Here he goes, third and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. He's brought down. Play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down. 2 set of downs for him from the 31. Is going to win this rep. They get to it. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
It's Hurts throwing on second. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that sets up an Eagles first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that is good for an Eagles first down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Throwing here, Hurts. Ooh, almost to throw to cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On second down, here's Hurts. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. Second time on this opening series. That is away again. A pair of sacks for him now on this opening drive.
And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete to Goddard. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this one's going to end up incomplete. Just too tough to hang on through that contact. It's going to make it second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Barkley. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Looking to tack on two more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, and they're going to bring him down. They get the sack and preserve their one-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Commanders, some running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, headed back to the field now. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Daniels on second. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Mitchell on the coverage.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Takes it in at the 21. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 22-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Leo Chanel. 1-yard gain. Brings up
Second down, Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. So give him 10 before he steps out of bounds. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Hurts to throw. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on second down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
It's third down and 10.
Here's Hurts. It's to Williams over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. The give for the first time to Rashad White. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Three seconds, one play remaining in this first quarter. Play action now with Daniels. Low left side's caught by Sinnott. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. From the red zone now. And it's going to be dropped off for Krosky Merritt. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington. Jakari Krosky Merritt. He's second in the game, doubling his season total. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And they return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown. You could hear the crowd swell first on the block, Brock, and then again as they scooped it up and started the return. Man, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest plays we get to see, too. You know, the rule was changed back in 2015 that you could take it back for 2. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back since then, well, we can count on our 2 hands. It's incredibly tough to do, but they just pulled it off.
Hurts setting up to throw. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shot.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
Back to throw, Hurts. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. The deep pass comes up big. 37 yards.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Hurts is set, 1st and 10. And even with that last play, still completing under half of his passes so far. Setting up to throw. Trying for the touchdown. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Gets this one away in the nick of time, but the defense still quick enough to alter that throw. It's incomplete, and now it's 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Hurts now on 4th. Taking a chance to the end zone. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Hollywood
Touchdown,
Brown,
Philadelphia.
his third of the year.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this two-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point
Back now, pressure coming. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The two-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Commanders 13.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Playing the motion man. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Daniels. To the right side and hauled in by Lane. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Daniels off the play action. And a hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's second down. Now Daniels to throw. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing now, Daniels. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Right side complete to Lemon. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Running right, it's Barkley. Works his way to the 35. Will be out of bounds there. A lot to like, though, on that gain. Give him about 19 yards. And that sets up an Eagles first down. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's Hurts throwing on second. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. Johnny Newton. And that's going to lead us to a 3rd and 13.
It's third down.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. And that means it's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They'll go. Hurts. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. Motioning him from the slot right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Hit there and he's forced out. A gain of about 15 before it. And it's going to be 1st down Commanders.
A gain of 15 yards.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the
2
line.
yards on the pickup.
Throwing on second. Daniels.
At their 48-yard line.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on a quick hitter. And a good tackle there. They gave up the catch, didn't let him challenge for the first after it. So it is 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Hurts. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. Lofts it deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Leo Chenal there on the coverage.
Hurts looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go for a gain of 6, but it's not enough. Defense doesn't let him get past that. It is 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. On 4th down, Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they convert in a big way on 4th down. A gain of 23 on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
Hurts setting up to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. There's the hits, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that is good for an Eagles 1st down. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's Hurts. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The coverage by Sonny Styles.
this end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
It's third down and 10.
Throwing here, Hurts. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. Now, bold call from this distance, Brock, but they want to go for it.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's fourth down.
Hurts now on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Lane motioning left. Here's Daniels. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
21 at the 27-yard line.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the league starts now, and it kicks off in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the AFC champs, the New England Patriots. And this is the runner-up for MVP from a season ago, Drake May. He's going to find his man, touchdown, 31 yards on the pass. The Pats get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. Next up, let's look in on the Ravens and the Bills from up in Orchard Park. And it's Deebo Samuel. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bills improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. Lastly, let's take a look at the impact player from Week 8. And the folks here in Orlando agree it's this man. And this is Jalen Coker. He's going to run the deep route here and pull it in. 42 yards for the touchdown. The Panthers do, however, wind up falling in this one. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout. A field goal separating these 2 sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they've set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
On the stop. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
They go to Barkley again. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. A pickup of 17. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down, Hurts, buying some time right. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's third down. From the pistol, Hurts. That one connects. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's home to the ground. Leo Chanel. And they're in a tough spot now on this second and goal.
Second down and goal.
Back to throw, Hurts. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off, Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First call here coming from the shotgun.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Daniels setting up the play action. That throw finds Okonkwo. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. In the Washington first down. First and 10.
Daniels now. Middle of the field, he's got it. Sinnott. And give him the first down drop. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. And that was Moro Ajomo on that stop. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Now Daniels on second down. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And it is a first down Washington. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Pistol.
Now Daniels to throw. He finds Brown right side. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down.
35-yard line.
Motion the tight end over. Now pitch it to Krosky Merritt. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
It's caught by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Eagles 16.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession as starts. They trail, but that lead is within reach. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll have him 4 and the 1st down as he's brought to a stop.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Now Hurts. Caught for a moment, but the hit knocks that out. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
Pass complete to Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Barkley. Yeah, it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the 1st down for him.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Hurts. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. Hurts running the offensive max speed here.
Sacked. A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Eagles needing 4 points. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Into the end zone, but not brought in. He falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down.
I think completion right there, Kate. It does stop the clock, and it gives you a chance. A chance to get in that huddle, regroup, and make sure you just fire your best shots here down the stretch.
Throwing now. Headed out right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first.
No gain on
As
the
they'll
play.
meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Back to throw. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And there's the stuff they needed. Dropped behind the line, and they can get the football back now. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
For the Commanders.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles are ready to set up shop on offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Here he is to throw. He's not going to be able to get rid of it, so they got to it. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to third down.
There's really two things here in the passing game you need right now. Like, there is no margin for error. You need to be accurate, and then your guy on the other end, whether it's a tight end, receiver, whoever it is, they got to know there's going to be some contested catches on the other end.
Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And that's going to be good for a first down. They stare down 3rd and 18, and they come through with a big play. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
To score this as a win for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as we say so long from Landover.